We're going to turn now to the nation's newspapers. Sky News contributor Troy Bramston is standing by in our Sky News Centre. Troy, thanks again for your time this morning. We're going to start with the Australian this morning and the follow-up to what was quite a big stinker yesterday for Theresa Gambaro from the Coalition.
That's exactly right, David. Theresa Gambaro, the Shadow Minister, under fire for suggesting that migrants wear deodorant and form orderly queues and wait patiently. Look, she went yesterday from standing by her comments to then retracting her comments, and the papers today cover it quite extensively. She got a sharp rebuke from the acting opposition leader, Warren Truss. This was an appalling comment. It was offensive and stupid. Her colleagues have called her up for it. The media are all over it today. The minister responsible, Chris Bowen, says she's misunderstood migrant settlement services. And I think the Age editorial had a great headline today when it said the minister was bowled by an underarm delivery.
We're also a bit of attention today, as we mentioned earlier in the show, on the motor industry and government support for Ford and Holden in particular. The Financial Review's covering this one.
Yeah, that's right. The Financial Review have a big lead on it. It's also covered in the Sydney Morning Herald and the Advertiser, of course, and the Age. After the $34 million taxpayer subsidy to Ford yesterday, there's speculation that the government are going to tip in $100 million to Holden to maintain their local operations. This follows, David, $12 billion in subsidies and tariff assistance to car makers in Australia over the past 10 years. Many are questioning the viability of the industry that's already cut production and still losing jobs, no matter how much government money they put in. So that will continue to be a big issue as manufacturing remains on the political agenda for 2012.
There's been a lot of attention on anti-whaling, as there is every year, really, and an interesting investigation into who's funding these activists. Yeah, very interesting story there. The Canberra Times have a front page on it. The Sydney Morning Herald on the Age cover it as well. The Sea Shepherd conservationists are being funded by Hollywood celebrities like Sean Connery and Pierce Brosnan, two James Bonds. They're earning millions of dollars. They're able to fund all sorts of high-tech equipment like battery-powered drones, which help them to track down a Japanese whaler, and they've got this charity status in the United States, which helps them to attract this money. $11 million they got in donations last year, and I suspect their activities in the Southern Ocean will be going on for some time, given the money they are attracting. The Republican race in the United States is another one of our big stories this morning. How's it being covered in New Hampshire?
Yeah, David, we're putting up on the screen there the New Hampshire Union Register as the Republican search for a candidate to go against Barack Obama shifts to New Hampshire today. The Union leader there is the key paper in that state. Their much-coveted endorsement was won a few weeks ago by Newt Gingrich, but it's all about Mitt Romney today. He's expected to win, although he has suffered some stumbles on the campaign trail. The big question is how much can he win by, and who's going to come second or third, whether it's John Huntsman, Rick Santorum or Ron Paul. The paper that we just put on the screen there, David, notes the history of surprises in New Hampshire, which should make for an interesting contest.
Troy Bramston, unfortunately we're out of time. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow.